Good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, guys, today we were surprised a little bit with, it wasn't a complete surprise. I did sort of know about it yesterday, but we got a somewhat surprise of, some snow, guys. So I did record earlier this morning when I woke up, which I was up early again today, guys, somewhat early. I wasn't up insanely early, but I actually kind of fell asleep sort of late last night. Not super late, but I fell asleep sort of later last night. I still ended up waking up pretty early. I swear that's how, like, for me, I think I was telling you guys yesterday, it's like if I am in the routine of like I wake up at like 8 o'clock every day, for the most part, no matter what time I go to bed at, I will wake up at 8 o'clock. If I'm in a routine of waking up at almost 11 o'clock every day, then no matter what time I go to bed, like even if I go to bed really early, I will still wake up at 11 o'clock. It takes like a dramatic change and a dramatic shift sort of in like my, like, you know, sleeping routine and stuff like that for something like that to happen. So when I'm in a really bad, like, sort of like I said, like sleeping habits and sleeping routines and stuff like that, it takes something really dramatic for it to finally wind up changing. And it's really, like I said, hard for me to sometimes wind up getting out of that. If there is like a random day where I do wind up waking up actually early, if I don't follow that up the next day or the next 2 days kind of consecutively, for the most part I'm pretty much still in the same position, because I'm normally then super tired, and then sometimes I even wind up sleeping later than that. And so like I said, normally it's just really unfortunate. But like I was saying, today I got up early again. So I ended up taking the dogs out this morning, and it was weird. It snowed pretty much all day today, but by like midday it actually had warmed up a little bit to where the point where it was like raining. So I think the rain actually washed all the snow away. And so my mom had heard last night that we were supposed to get about 5 inches, but I don't think that it was all like it. We didn't wind up getting like a full 5 inches of snow all at one time, at least. You know, where we like had a full 5 inches on the ground at one time. Might have, you know, or at least some areas might have gotten that much at some point today. But here I don't really know how much we ended up getting. And like I said too, I don't think that anything ended up sticking, because then again it rained afterwards. But at one point, again, as you guys can see, I'll share with you guys the video of the dogs running around in the backyard. There was at least a pretty decent amount of snow out there. So yeah, like I said, they had fun. They were all running around, and you know, Bliss too. The funny thing is with her is that normally, so I didn't know, Jack actually had taken them out earlier, and then I went and took them out, and he actually showed me a video of her running outside and playing around in the backyard as well. When I went to go take them out, normally, I don't know why, I think Bliss has got like sort of a little bit of like, she's convinced herself that she was running around a couple times in the backyard, and she sort of ended up like slipping and then ended up hurting herself. She's done this a handful of times, and it's kind of because she's older now. But she's done it sometimes when she's in the house too. Like she'll wind up like running through the kitchen, and she'll wind up like sort of slipping, and then she'll wind up hurting herself. And it's never anything like that's super bad. Like she'll just wind up like, you know, hurting herself, and then she doesn't even limp, but she just gets really freaked out. Like she hurt herself in that instant. And you know, like honestly too, the puppies have done it, you know, as well. Like they're just running, and then they slip, and then they'll yelp, and then they'll be fine afterwards. And we're like, oh my goodness, are you okay? And then they're walking around fine, and you know, all that kind of stuff. It happens with dogs. She's just older, so it's been happening a little bit more frequently to her. So she goes in the backyard, and she'll wind up like she's had that happen a couple times. So now for some reason, I think she has convinced herself that she will not go outside at the same time the puppies are outside, because I don't know if she thinks that they're the problem and they're the reason why she ends up getting hurt, or just too, like, she doesn't want to be around them, because she's very like dainty when she's around them. Like she doesn't want to step on them, she doesn't want to hurt them, you know, all this kind of stuff. So she's just very super careful around them. So I don't know if that's why too. And like, you know, sometimes they'll run up to her and sort of like, you know, she'll like try and like sort of back away and stuff like that. And so I don't really know if that is why either. If she is, you know, just sort of like gets scared, or, you know, like not scared of them, but like, you know, just that she's gonna get hurt because they're near her or something like that. I don't know. Or if she's just like I said, super, super cautious. And, oh, you know, again, or if she like associates with getting hurt with them being near her or something like that. Not that they do it to her, but just like for whatever reason, like she's just scared because, you know, like she has done that too, where like if she comes running inside and like one of them stop, then like she has to stop, you know, too. And then her trying to stop again at her old age is not good on her bones. And so she'll kind of just like, you know, wind up again slipping or falling over, or, you know, like trying to avoid running into them. So, you know, I don't know if that's why, whatever. She normally does not wind up going out, you know, outside. When she goes outside, we have to let her out separately than the other two dogs. But today, she was the first at the front, the back door. She wanted to be first outside. She's waiting there. And I was like, normally she is super hesitant and she'll make you, she won't go into my mom's office until you've gotten the puppies like out, either locked out of the hallway or locked out of my mom's office or whatever. She will just sit there like and be stubborn and won't go until finally they're clear, and then she'll go through and go to the backyard. But today she was standing there waiting with them. She's waiting at the back door. She's so excited. She loves the snow, guys. And I have not seen her run around like this in the backyard. Normally when she goes out to go to the bathroom, she just winds up like staying sort of like right near the deck. Like she'll only go like a handful of steps sort of off the deck and like do her business, and then she'll normally kind of just like walk around and then she'll come back inside. The thing is too is that dog, she doesn't realize that like the running is probably what actually like, you know, causes her problems. Like she should just walk when she's, you know, like in the backyard, you know, sniff, stuff like that. But she is just so high energy that no matter what, like you let her outside and she's gonna run around. So like I said, now that she's older though, she doesn't have that sort of like chill switch where like, you know, she'll chill and, you know, be calm. She can't. She is, you know, if again, she is full of high energy, but you know, like she'll wind up hurting herself. And she knows that. So instead of her like just being like, you know, walk around in the backyard, she just refuses to like go in the backyard and do anything. But today, although again, like I was saying, the snow probably was more slippery and probably more dangerous for her, but again, she's a dog and doesn't get that. So you know, she was just running around outside having the time of her life, loving the snow. She, like I said, she absolutely adores snow. Ever since she was like a puppy, that was her absolute favorite thing. She loves to run and play in the snow. So to see her in the backyard today kind of doing that, you know, same thing, and you know, like I said, it's not that she can't. You guys can see in the video she's having totally fun time running around back there. It's just, I think she, you know, again, she slipped a couple times, so she's convinced herself that she's going to get hurt if she winds up, you know, going around in the backyard at all or running through the house and stuff like that. And again, it's weird because she had this problem for the longest time too with the living room, because what would happen is she'd run through the house and run through the kitchen and slip on the tile, slip like going into the living room. So then she got really freaked out and she didn't want to go in the living room anymore. And so like I said, she sort of had this like weird, like she didn't want to go in there and was associating that with like, you know, again, getting hurt or like whatever it was. She finally has like sort of broken that where like she'll come in the living room now. She will still, she also wouldn't get up on like, you know, normally we don't really care if our dogs get up on the furniture. We would let her up on the couch and stuff like that. She didn't want to do that either. Finally, she's starting to sort of do that again, where again she's not, I think, associating the fact that like, you know, like the couch is not what hurt you, the, you know, the doorway that going into the living room is not what hurt you. It's not associating the fact that she slipped with, you know, it, you know, like being uncomfortable or getting hurt or whatever it is. And so again, it's just she I don't know why she can't really like grasp that. So like I said, finally today though, for some reason the snow either, you know, or else too, she just thought like, oh, because the snow's outside I'll be safe. I don't know, you know, whatever it is. But you know, or if she was just so excited that she could have cared less. But her going outside in the backyard, she had like the time of her life today, which was so fun to see her running around. So anyways, guys, I ended up getting to a good portion, I guess, of the stuff that I needed to for today. I edited and uploaded, and I ended up doing dishes and laundry today, and I didn't end up getting the bathroom cleaned. I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. I honestly forgot today was Tuesday, but I've pretty much finished my Meijer list. I still have a little bit more that I have to sort of get done for some of the other grocery stores as well, and I need to get the sales papers for those 2, and then work on Jewel's probably, and the other 2 grocery stores. But I think I pretty much have Meijer done. I can kind of look over to see if there is anything else that I want to do, but I actually have my list all written out for that, so I ended up working and sort of finishing that today. But yeah, like I said, today overall was pretty productive day for me. On top of that too, guys, most likely I think we're going to go and see the new Black Panther movie on Friday. Originally we were gonna go on Friday for my birthday dinner and to go and see the movie, but that ended up changing. So I think we're gonna go actually to dinner earlier, and we're still gonna go and see the movie though on Friday, just because with everybody's schedule, like because my mom works again on the weekends and my dad works during the week, and Jack and Matthew have school during the week, and we, you know, like it doesn't really wind up working out other than sort of like at nights, not on the weekends, like weekdays. So that's why we had to kind of figure out what was gonna work, but we didn't really have time to go and see a movie and go out to dinner sort of at the same time, especially because the movie I heard is 3 hours long. So we're looking at like a 4 or 5 hour sort of like time span that we're, you know, gonna be having there, you know, for all of that. And so I was like, let's just sort of like switch it, like do one day, you know, the movie, and one day actually go out to eat. So I think that's what we're going to do, but because we're going out to the movie on Friday, I will probably wind up moving my Friday grocery hauls to Saturday potentially, and then leave Sunday as Sunday probably. And if worst comes to worst, and like my dad has to work again this weekend, because I'm not totally sure if he does, but if he does, then which I do think that he might have to, we might have to move this stuff to Saturday or to Sunday, everything to Sunday. But I was up super early again, and I've been up early this week, and like last Sunday I was up early, and honestly we could have squeezed in probably, I had like, I don't even know, 2+ hours I think when we got home from Jewel, and we honestly probably could have gone a little faster and probably been back a little sooner, and we could have possibly even left a little bit earlier. But my mom's working normal shift hours this weekend, so we probably will only be able to leave by like 8 o'clock when she gets back. So anyways, like I said, it's a lot of planning that I'm trying to come up with right now, but I think, like I said, that's probably what's gonna wind up working out potentially. But I will let you guys all know about that. I'm thinking for future reference for myself as well right now. Trying to plan out this whole week already as well, even though it's Tuesday, but like I said, I'm trying to, you know, like I said, it's so weird too, because I'm like, okay, this is the last grocery shopping haul too that I'm most likely going to do before Thanksgiving. So I also have to make sure that we get all of our Thanksgiving stuff. So that's why I feel like too, my grocery lists and everything like that has been taking a little bit longer for me to make so far this week, just because I've been planning all that kind of stuff out. But either way, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.